Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the Rum and Regret Podcast. I am Andy Drake.
Johanna Myers.
Nate Tussey, and we drink and we know things. I said dwink. Let's redo that.
Dwink. I dwink and I know things.
Marriage,
This is the first freeform Rum and Regret Podcast. We walking into this one without a specified topic. And so I'm going to just send it off to Johanna Myers for our first topic. What do you got, Joe?
Alrighty. Two things. One, just on a purely personal note. If some of you are not aware, I have a side graphic web design business that I do on the side of my 9-to-5 job.
We are aware.
What's it called?
It's at joechickadee.com, and it's just Johanna Myers graphic design.
Nice.
But, one of my clients is rebranding her business and needs a rebranded website, so I've been working on that.
Nice.
So I'm pretty stoked about that. Yay, side work.
Excellent. What's the scope of the work? Like, how much is it going to be?
It's just I built the site initially, and it was totally like punk themed, and it's for a salon. And they just want to strip it down and refinish it more professionally and, get rid of all the punk fun stuff and just have a nice, clean salon spa website.
Gotcha.
So
cool.
Just, re-CSSing.
So you're working for the man, basically. You're transforming the cool punk.
Yeah, I'm a little butthurt about that, but I understand,
Internal conflict.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and this has been a sort of a theme lately too for me too, is that it's less about the design now and more about the information, and a lot of the branding goes into the logo work and not necessarily the website. It's like, I just want people to get information.
Yeah.
I don't need anything fancy. So.
Yeah, I posted an article on my Facebook that was like a big diatribe about like the internet's losing all of its creativity, which I, as a web designer, feel strongly, because if I see one more bootstrap website, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah.
My other talking point was I was looking on Reddit and I saw a little rumor that really piqued my interest. So
go on.
Yes.
Apparently, 2K has a super secret office in Novato, and they have been snatching up all of the old BioShock developers.
Oh.
So we're thinking there might be a BioShock 4 happening behind the scenes. God, I hope so.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah,
2K Marin did Infinite, and I think BioShock 2.
Really?
Oh, wow. I'm still reeling off of the Walmart Borderlands 3 SKU number snafu.
Yeah.
You guys heard about this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Refresh me real quick, because I remember vaguely hearing about it, but what was the main takeaway?
Okay. Well, no. So basically the hobbits that have nothing better to do than to troll, Walmart SKU numbers, found a SKU number in the system for Borderlands 3, which, I mean, the rumors out of the development studio have been, oh yeah, we're working on something.
Got it.
And so when this came up, everybody went nuts saying, and this was right before, what's the big video game conference in the middle of the summer that I can't remember
E3.
right now? Yeah, E3. And so everybody thought, oh yeah, they're going to announce at E3, and this is going to be crazy. But no, the developers came out and said, nope, not announcing, nothing's going on. So yeah, just a lot of, basically you guys got excited for nothing. So
yeah.
Rumor has it.
That would make my day if they made another BioShock game.
Oh, of course.
As we all know, I love those games so much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Take me back to Rapture and leave me there.
Nice. Nate, What do you have to talk about today?
I don't really know. No, I have a couple games that I've been into and expecting lately. So,
okay.
The first one, which I've been playing for the last week. So there's this really great game called Divinity 2: Original Sin that was on PC only for a long time, and they just ported it over. Port is actually the wrong word. They kind of rebuilt most of it, which I guess is a port. So forget what I did at the last 3 seconds. To consoles, and so I picked it up on PlayStation 4, and it's basically isometric turn-based RPG in this proprietary world. So it's not like Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, that kind of stuff. It's a gameplay though, and it's really good. I am getting a severe D&D itch. Which I have an ointment for. It's like Cheeto dust and Mountain Dew. You mix it together and it cures all
Doritos can be a substitute.
Doritos, right? Exactly. Yeah. So I've been looking into playing D&D again, but that's another tangent we'll talk about later.
Okay.
But the game is really good. The story is really well done. It's entirely voice acted, so you're not just reading all of the dialogue. They actually have it all voice acted, and it's really well done.
That's awesome.
The combat's great. The graphics are amazing. It looks pretty good. And I've probably put about 20 hours or so into it since Friday. So
jeez.
Yeah, it's really good. That's why I disappeared for a little bit.
It was Labor Day weekend though, so forgive me.
Yeah, it was. I did play it for a whole day.
Yeah, it had a full day off. Yeah,
exactly. So that's been really good, and it's definitely scratching the itch, and I'm super engaged in it. It's really fun, and so that's that game. And then Spider-Man is showing up on my doorstep tomorrow.
Ooh, nice.
Which is been very highly rated by some independent YouTube personalities that I follow, mainly Skill Up and a couple others.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys have heard about the Puddlegate incident surrounding that, where fanboys were yelling that they downgraded it because there was an E3 demo screenshot where there was a giant puddle everywhere and a bunch of isometric lighting and that kind of thing. And then the finished version, which was completely different.
Right.
But, yeah, so out of context, it looks like it's a really bad downgrade, but from all reports, it is one of the most visually spectacular games ever made.
Wow!
And apparently, the cinematics are on par, if not exceeding, God of War. And some people have said that it's basically like the best Marvel movie you ever watch.
Wow!
So,
all right, I'm in.
Yeah, not to overhype it, but
yeah.
That'll be another game you can steal, Andy. You'll come down for a trip, and you can take it back with you.
Right, yeah.
Is that available on Xbox?
I think it's a Sony exclusive, because Sony owns
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but it's okay. You can borrow it. And I have a PlayStation.
I was going to say, can I borrow your PlayStation?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to play with Addie. She's stoked for it too. We've been watching videos together. So,
nice.
Yeah, I'm turning my kid into a full-on nerd, which I think is great, but I'm going to have to get her out and get her some exercise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, Xander has developed what I like to call gamer belly.
It's where you rest your controller.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So
juice box beer controller. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so and this is sidebar, complete and total sidebar, not to interrupt you, but yeah. So Xander has 99% in Lego Batman, and has completely gone through Lego Dimensions.
Wow.
So it could, because since we moved to Oregon, he really hasn't had a lot to do except for play video games. so we just realized the other day that he has played just a little too much. Thankfully, school starts on Monday, so we'll get him out of the house and looking less like Gollum.
My precious.
That's hilarious. I always see you online, and it's always Lego Dimensions or Lego Batman. I'm like, is that really Andy playing?
Yeah, nope. It's all Xander. Yeah.
Yeah, I recently I'm so hooked on Skyrim on the Switch, and I've started playing it just as the handheld game because I want to take it everywhere with me and play it all the time.
Yeah.
And Ken comes into the living room and he's like, TV's off. I'm on the couch in a blanket playing Skyrim on like, where? Oh my God, what happened? Like, where was this when we were kids? Like, you must be in hog heaven right now. I'm like, yeah, leave me alone, honey. I'm fighting a dragon. Go away.
I'm blacksmithing 5%. Don't distract me.
Got to make all the armor. So I totally
awesome.
feel the Gollumness.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's great. Anything else? Anything else, Nate?
Yeah, I had a couple movies and stuff I wanted to talk about for the rest of the year, but we can rotate. Let's go to you, Andy. What do you got?
Okay. Well, I think that the sort of the big news for me. Well, I guess the big news that sort of came out today, anyway, was the first official image of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
And then all of the other EW photos that came out surrounding that movie. Just looks really good. The one that sort of got me was the de-aged Sam Jackson.
Yeah, that looked really good.
Which was pretty amazing. But then, and just the sort of the time frame of the movie, and it's the note that it's going to be, hey, we're going to start the movie, and she's going to have her powers, and we're going to go from there. We're going to tell the story from there. So. I thought it was interesting that we get just sort of a movie that jumps right into it.
Nice. And isn't it all set in the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah, all set in the 90s. And they show her, one of the pictures is her wearing a leather jacket and a 9 Inch Nails shirt. Mm-hmm. They had a picture of her on the set, that this wasn't one of the official photos that came out, but they had her on set wearing the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction t-shirt. So we're gonna
I saw one of the set photos. She was in a flannel and Doc Martens. I'm like, oh my God, I need this movie.
Yeah. Apparently there's going to be all sorts of 90s porn littered through the whole movie.
Did you say 90s porn?
I said 90s porn. Yeah.
Ding.
Not actual 90s porn, but
that's like, oh, I see a nipple.
Right.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Secret catalogs all over the place. What's happening
Yeah.
here? We're having fun.
Yeah. And then the other big news is that I finally freaking saw Deadpool 2.
Oh, Jude.
I'm the last one then.
You haven't seen it?
Nope.
Oh.
It's a voodoo thing. Watch it.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Oh my God. I have
Dude, they're in red boxes now. Come on.
Oh my God. Okay, can we go back in time to Labor Day so I can watch this?
So
yeah, Jobin, watch it and we'll discuss, because it's right on par, if not better than the first.
All right, give me 2 hours. I'll be right back.
Right.
You guys talk amongst yourselves.
burn out silhouette on the wall as she runs through it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing, happy football kickoff. Everybody. Yay. All right, so let's get it on record now, so it's recorded. Who's winning the Super Bowl this year? Nate?
I don't really care anymore.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think the Eagles have a good chance to repeat, honestly. They have a probably one of the best offensive lines and defensive lines in the league. Their quarterbacks are stacked. They have some serious weapons on both sides of the ball. I don't really know who else can put up numbers like that except for Pittsburgh, maybe. But what? Yeah. But Le'Veon Bell might not be playing because he's sitting out with a contract. Right. Still, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Okay, cool.
Ravenclaw versus Slytherin.
There you go. All right. No, yeah, I hear Ravenclaw stacked this year. But with Slytherin, you never can tell. They tend to buy their championships. So I just, I have a feeling, but I definitely think Ravenclaw's the way to go this year.
Yeah, it's Ravenclaw's year this year.
Well, I think so.
Yeah, well, because Slytherin's going to slaughter Hufflepuff, literally.
Bathe in the blood of the badger.
Yeah, well, Hufflepuff has had the salary cap issues for years, and they're still getting out of their contracts.
Let's get the fuck That's hilarious, though. Okay, so side podcast is like NFL announcement. style calling of the Quidditch matches or something like that.
Well, just Quidditch. I think just regular Quidditch commentary. The Quidditch podcast. I dig it. I think we can make this work.
That's hilarious.
Make a lot of Harry Potter nerds happy.
Yeah, seriously, there are a lot of them.
Right.
Resource.
Yeah. All right, Nate. What else you got to talk about today?
Well, I actually had a list of movies that I'm excited for the rest of the year, so I figured I'd go through those.
Okay.
And we can discuss more. The one that's coming out the soonest, I think it's the week after next, is also the one that just had its last trailer drop, which is the new Predator movie.
Oh yeah.
It looks amazing. Like I
don't want to like it.
I don't want to hype it up too much. I do want to like it because the AVP and the Predators and that whole reboot was just terrible. But Keegan-Michael Key as the comic relief in that movie.
Oh yeah.
And what the hell is the guy's name that gets tortured from Game of Thrones? Gets his dick chopped off.
Alfie Allen, right?
He's in it also. I was trying to read. God, I couldn't remember.
Right. Yeah.
It's been so long since the last goddamn episode of Game of Thrones. I forgot the character's name.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm a terrible geek. I had no idea that this movie was coming out until I saw the last trailer, and I'm just like, holy crap! They finally made an Aliens Predator.
Yes.
You know. And I'm just like, this is effing perfect. It's like, I absolutely cannot wait to see this. I think it was the right, direction for the franchise to go to make sort of, the lighthearted, some comedy, but also some badass action Predator movie.
And Olivia Munn's in it, so
well, yeah, you get the eye candy too, and that always helps.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, I mean, obviously, I love the original. My dad took me to see it when I was way too young to see R-rated movies.
Oh yeah,
but I
ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah, exactly.
That is one of my favorite quotes.
Kill it. Horrible accent. Yeah, so Predator 1, Predator 2. I actually came around on Predator 2. I still enjoy that. Predator, obviously the best one. The first Alien versus Predator, I really wanted to love it. It was, for what it was good, but it just really went downhill. Predators was fun, I guess. Had some cool, but I can't wait to see what they do in this movie. Like, predators are hunting each other, and there's predator Rottweilers and shit. Like,
I
can't wait.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fantastic.
So that's the first one. And then right on the heels of that, I think it's a week or two, is Venom.
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
I'm really nervous about it. Like, it's either going to be great or shitty. I don't think there's a middle of the road for that.
I think you're right. Yeah,
I'm sure I've probably said this before, but I'm so excited. Tom Hardy gets to use his Bane voice again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Tom Hardy. I mean, if they let him act the shit out of it, then I think it will be fine. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Isn't Nick Cage in that movie?
Is he? Well, they did. I mean, they did film it in San Francisco.
Well,
so
we're talking to somebody about the Carnage role, but I don't know if it was Nick Cage or not.
Oh,
this is the rumor on the internet: is there Carnage is going to be in the movie? But
I don't think you can have a Venom movie without at least teasing Carnage.
Yeah.
At the end of it or something. Unless it's a major player in the movie, but you have to tease him at some point. I mean, because it's a Marvel movie. You tease. I mean, that's what you do. You just tease us for the next round. So
is it a Marvel movie though? I thought Sony was just going on their own Spider-Verse kick for this.
But but Marvel.
It's a Marvel character.
Yeah, it is a Marvel character. So I would assume that Marvel has their, greasy little mitts in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's not like the MCU.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely other symbiotes in the or symbiotes, however you're supposed to say it, in the last trailer. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes down.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see. What was the other ones that were coming out? Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yes.
I can't believe it's taken them this long to make another Wreck-It Ralph movie because the first one was so amazing. and my daughter and I absolutely love it, so we can't wait to see the next one.
Crush his egg like Sparrow's head between.
Oh my God! What
Yeah.
Just because you're a bad guy does not mean you're a bad guy.
I totally line up, but you get what I'm saying.
It's like one of my favorite characters in that thing.
Yeah.
Satine, actually.
One of my favorite, and the parts of the trailers that have been released that get me are Vanellope's her banter with the other princesses. I just think
I think that broke the internet.
it's hilarious. That part of the trailer is just for some reason it's just so funny to me. I don't know why.
The one that I skipped over that comes out in between both of those is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
Rami Malek, is that how you say his first name?
Right. Yeah.
God, he was on.
You guys watch Mr. Robot?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw the first season.
Yeah, he was on Miss Jimmy Kimmel the other night, and man, the previews look amazing. I mean, clearly he didn't do all the singing, but
from the first picture I saw of him as Freddie, I'm like, oh my God.
They did a side-by-side behind them on the couch that you could tell it was him, but you didn't know who Alec was. They were like at least siblings, if not, some kind of twins.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that looks really good, and Addie is super stoked because we have some of those songs on our playlist, especially.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And what I didn't realize is that Mike Myers makes a cameo in that movie.
Oh,
and
Fantastic.
He's the record executive that says, nobody will ever play your music and bang their heads to this shit or something like that. Wayne's World is the movie that brought it back, and it's actually the second time Bohemian Rhapsody ever charted was because of Wayne's World.
Yeah.
So
wow. Yeah.
They're putting in there. It's obviously, I'm not going to take my, I guess she'll be 10 by then maybe, to that movie because I guarantee you it's not appropriate, but soundtrack potentially.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
After that, let's see. So then Wreck-It Ralph. Then Sony is doing an animated feature called Into the Spider-Verse, which, if you haven't seen the previews for this, just stop what you're doing, pause the podcast, go watch it. It's so the animation style is so next generation, and I can't imagine how long it took them to make this movie. Sensuous, Joe. I can't imagine how long it took them to make this movie because it looks so good. And I'm insanely excited about it. It's basically Peter Parker at 40 mentoring Miles Morales and then everything that happens. So
wow. So a little Batman Beyond in the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, is he your ward? Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay. Is Joe getting you a beer?
She is getting me a beer. The question is, why aren't you having one?
No one got me a beer. Damn it.
Whatever. You have some of the best cider I've ever had in my entire life up there. You better be enjoying that shit.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
There you go. So if you want to blame somebody, look in the mirror.
Right.
So then there's a couple more that are coming out this year towards the very end, like Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That looks really fun. The only thing that's kind of sticking in the side of my head is Amber Heard's bright red wig that makes her look like Ariel when she's swimming underwater.
So one of the funny things that came out just recently was a splice up of the Aquaman trailer with The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Oh God!
Oh God! I need to see that.
It's pretty brilliant. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Go find it and watch it.
Oh, that's amazing! I'm gonna have to find that. Yeah, that looks really fun, and I love Momoa as Aquaman. I love the kind of surfer take on it, and the guy can act relatively well, so I think he'll do a good job on his end.
Right.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. That'll definitely be an Addie and I adventure also. And then the last one is Bumblebee.
Oh, God.
The trailer,
the trailer looks so good.
I almost teared up, I'll be honest.
God. Having just watched the last Transformers movie over the weekend, and I want that time back. That's 2.5 hours of my life I will never see again. It was so horribly bad that I think Anthony Hopkins should want to redact himself from that movie. It was so bad. And I don't understand how they could ever give Michael Bay another Transformers movie.
Yeah. So one of my favorite YouTube channels is called Cinema Sins, and basically they break down everything wrong with a movie. Plot in terms of plot and in terms of sort of like pacing and like why did you do this, and if somebody like overacts a scene or something. But like a typical movie usually takes they can nail it down between like 12 to 15 minutes, right? The last Transformers movie took 2 20-minute videos to break down everything that was wrong with that movie.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
I might have to watch that, although I don't feel like I want to associate any more of my life with that fucking abomination.
You'll love it. Watch it definitely, because you'll just be sitting there like, oh my God, yeah, I have no idea why they even made this.
Maybe it'll create some kind of time loop and I can get some of my life back.
Yeah.
Bonuses. Anyway, yeah, so the Bumblebee trailer is amazing.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they're kind of trying to reboot it, because perfect timing. That last movie was shit.
Right, and I think just the design of Bumblebee looks a lot better than he did in the other movies.
Yep.
Agreed. I just, even though that they're going with the fact that he still can't talk apparently, but I just think it looks great. It looks like they're taking that franchise into the right direction.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, but and Joe can attest to this too. There's no Transformers movie if there's not the song.
You got the touch.
Did you see they're re-releasing the Transformers movie from the 80s in the theater?
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
My buddy Andre bought tickets for a bunch of people, and I think I'm going to try and go with him. But
nice.
Okay, I really wish you were still here, Andy.
Yeah, I know, because we'd be there. Yeah. Yeah. That is one of my favorite pieces of animated cinema ever.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It was so ballsy. They killed everyone.
Everybody off.
Everybody died.
Just,
I know.
So great.
I do have to say one good thing did come out of the new Transformers. Witwicky!
Oh, yes, Witwicky.
It's true.
That was great. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
What about you, Joe? What else you got?
Yeah.
So I recently, over the long weekend, I saw The Meg. Which
how was it?
I thought it was awesome.
Shut up! Really?
Okay, because I have to say, I've heard so many people bag on this movie, and I just want to look at him and be like, "What the hell did you expect?
Is this gonna be like a Last Jedi thing?
Did you really expect Oscar-worthy performances? It's a fucking shark movie. Like it's comparable to Deep Blue Sea. So if you like Deep Blue Sea,
Really?
You're gonna like The Meg.
Okay.
You're gonna like The Meg then. I mean, it's halfway in between Jaws and Sharknado.
So does that make that on the same level as Deep Blue Sea?
Well, I think so, because I mean, like Jaws is your most epic shark movie ever. Sharknado is the worst shark movie ever. This is right in the middle.
You watch your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, aside from all the sci-fi, bullshit, like shark versus octopus, yeah. Shark to wolf versus octa lizard.
Wait, there's a shark.
I'm sure they've made one.
Is it Rampage #2?
Oh god, my father-in-law watches all of them. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, I really wanted to see The Meg, and I actually had tickets to see The Meg, but then I didn't go. I got my money back because I had one of my close friends went and saw The Meg and said it was the worst movie they'd ever seen. Like the worst movie he's ever seen.
That's going way far.
And I thought that was a little hyperbolic, and the guy was a scuba diver too. So
okay, I know who you're talking about, and I've seen this post, and I want to argue with him wholeheartedly because
there are other people that I've talked to too that say it's terrible. And they spent $150 million on this movie.
It's cheesy.
It's getting panned.
It's cheesy.
So panned.
It's not terrible. You get plenty of good shark. You get good cheese, like
good shark.
Good shark.
Like good head?
Yeah.
You can never have bad shark.
Yeah.
You get good shark. There's, it's cheesy, but you know what? It's,
Shark, it's like pizza. When it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I went into it thinking it was going to be kind of cheesy and campy and like a shark movie, so I was not disappointed.
Right on. Yeah, I'd like to see it, honestly. Is it something I should see in the theater before it swims away?
Oh, Nate.
Womp, 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 womp. No, you can wait for cable for this one. You don't need to rush out and see it in IMAX. It's not that good.
No, I would go see it.
It's not that good.
Hey, $6 Tuesday.
But yeah, the worst movie ever made, I think that's way harsh. I could think of plenty of movies that are a lot worse.
Roger. Andy, thoughts on the shark movie?
Well, so this is funny. So we were, Jamie and I were talking about, because they're teasing the last Sharknado right now, or it might have already aired, and whatever. And so when the trailer for the Meg came out, I was sort of interested. I was like, oh, this looks fun. This looks like a campy, shark movie. And yeah, and then I see Rainn Wilson in it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's got to be some sort of campy thing. So,
yeah.
But yeah, and so my thing on it is that that's a movie that I wouldn't waste sort of theater dollars on, but I might waste $6 on like a Comcast rental or $2 on a Redbox or something, and yeah, pop the rum and watch it.
Yeah, I mean it literally was a game time decision. A friend of mine, 9:00 at night, she's like, let's go see a movie, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There's she was like, you want to go see the shark movie? And I'm like, cool,
yeah,
let's go.
Yeah,
throw a couple beers in the purse and run down to the theater.
There you go. Yeah. So no, like I said.
Yeah, if you like Deep Blue Sea, you'll like the Meg.
Okay.
That's a good. I think that's a good metric because
I love Deep Blue Sea. It was so bad.
Yeah. Then you're gonna love the Meg.
Okay.
Because it's the same amount of campy cheesiness. Like, okay, for fuck's sake, Deep Blue Sea had LL Cool J.
I know. I liked LL.
Right.
I thought he did a great job.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our friend can bite his tongue. You're gonna like.
Nice. Nice.
I say good friend. I guess I shouldn't have said good friend.
But also, segue though, I did see like about 10 minutes of the last Sharknado because, as I said, my father-in-law watches all of these movies, and I'm cooking dinner and I'm watching this thing and I'm like, it's like they're traveling through time and space and there's lasers and all the CG is terrible, and so like in 10 minutes I saw time travel, lasers, a like tornado throwing terrible CGI sharks everywhere.
Aren't they dragon sharks in the new one?
Yes, something like that.
Flying dragon sharks with laser beams. Dr. Evil is jizzing in his
I
pants
stopped
right
cooking for like 10 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck am I watching? And why is my father-in-law watching this?
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. What more can you say about Sharknado?
That hasn't already been said by Sarah Reed.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, one final thing that I want to bring up, and it's not a Rub and Regret podcast if Andy doesn't bring it around to DC stuff. Ruby Rose cast as Batwoman.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Did we talk about this in the last podcast?
No, we didn't. It's been that long.
Andy, I hate you.
Yes. Yeah, no, we talked about it in our little chat. But yes, no, so they're going to do the crossover with the 4 shows, and sure enough, we're going to get Batwoman, and then she's going to get her own show afterwards. But anyway, yeah, I think it's good casting. I think, I mean, I've only ever seen her like really kind of look hot and not much else.
Yeah, look hot ass, which is Batwoman. Like,
right.
She's also out.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect casting, and I love trolls that are like, "Why would they cast her? Like, Batwoman's a lesbian. Like, hey, dipshit."
Yeah.
Been out for like ever.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And as much ass as she kicked in John Wick 2, man, I'm super stoked to see her get into the Bat universe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good.
I love how it's going to open up a lot of things for those DC movies or shows, excuse me.
Yeah.
You get to play with the whole Batverse and the whole villains rogues gallery that Batman has. I mean, probably not the A-list things because those are all for Batman reserved, but there's a lot of like C-level bad guys you can play with.
Yeah, well, so Gotham, Gotham had pretty much the entire like gamut of villains on there. They had Dr. Freeze, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Solomon Grundy, even Firefly. They went. Victor Strange was on there, or Hugo Strange. I'm sorry. So I just, I think that they have a little more, a little more license to use pretty much anybody that they want. And it came out too that Superman is also going to be in the crossover.
What?
Yeah. Well, no. So he was already on Supergirl for a handful of episodes, and it was the kid from what else was he in? He was in Teen Wolf, MTV's Teen Wolf. But I think the way he was written, they did a really, really good job, sort of harkening back to Christopher Reeve, sort of that that sort of tone of Superman.
Right. Same guy, I'm assuming then, right?
Yeah, same guy, but yeah, he's signed on for the crossover, at least the crossover event. So, I mean, if anything, I think the episode. I think it comes after episode 9. I just think that this crossover event's going to be fairly epic in nature. So
yeah, I'm excited for the next seasons of Flash and Supergirl to get going because Eddie and I. We had to stop watching Arrow with her because it was getting really violent and really like to the point where because I have a. Movies she's seen a lot of Arrow so far, and it's definitely the darkest one. And she got uncomfortable during one of the things, and I've been thinking we should probably not watch this. And I'm like, okay, I'm pulling the plug as much as I want. Yeah, it happens to Oliver Queen, but Anyway, it's too bad because the blonde tech lady in that show just does it for me.
Oh yeah, Emily Bett Ricard.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah.
Lady from Arrow, hot.
Nice. Anything else to talk about?
I had a couple other games that I wanted to just throw out there real quick for the end of the year. There's not a whole lot happening that I'm super stoked about except for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah,
which looks amazing, and then also the new Darksiders 3.
God, yeah.
Main character is Fury, and she's got high heels and a flaming whip.
Yeah, that's such an underrated video game sort of franchise. Mm-hmm. Both games were fantastic.
Yep.
And I mean, it just I can't wait for that. Yeah, no, that's definitely. Hopefully, I get time to play it.
Well, let's see. You've had God of War for how long, and you haven't cracked it? I think maybe
I did
PlayStation, so you can get into that.
I did move to another state, and have been dealing with stuff.
No, you can use that for about 20 more seconds.
Right. Yeah.
I'll give them till the end of the year.
End of the year. Okay, Joe. Jesus.
Yeah.
I got your
at least till X starts school. Once X starts school, then I'll probably get some time back. So.
Oh, there you go. For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, not a bad freeform cast, everybody. What are you guys looking forward to in the next few months? Video games, movies, otherwise? Let us know. Respond to us on Facebook or hit us up anywhere you see us. Ciao. Oh man, no, we're still recording.
They can't see us.
We're still recording.
Don't yourself, San Diego.
We're totally keeping this into the ending, by the way.
Yeah.
Eventually, we will figure out.
We will have an end. We will have an ending at some point.
On it.
Love you guys. Have a good one.
Ka-chow! Ka-chow!
Ow, fuck you! Lightning. Get out of here. Live long and prosper.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, guys. Take care. And
don't forget to tip your waitress.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Try the veal.
And we should probably end now.
All right. Okay.